Hello and welcome to a new episode of Geek Lunch Meet. I'm your host Chris, as usual. And I just want to say a warm welcome to all the new subscribers that we've picked up. My last video that I put up, the Hellboy, the Crooked Man review, did really well, and a whole bunch of you subscribed, so thank you for that. And also thanks to everyone who commented. I think it was a video that's generated the most comments I've ever had, and pretty much 99% of them were really positive. And it's always good to have a discussion online without all the negativity creeping in. No bait, no hate is the motto here at Geek Lunch Meet. So as I say, thanks to everyone for making that a positive experience. So I just wanted to make a short video today because we've had the first images from the new movie, The Electric State. It's the new film from the Russo Brothers, who of course brought us the Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame, amongst others. And of course, as usual, if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. Helps out a great deal, gets the video seen by a lot more people. And if you're not already subscribed, it's free of charge. So why not smash that subscribe button? We'd absolutely love to have you as a subscriber here at the channel. So yeah, The Electric State, it's coming next year. It's a Netflix movie. It's based on the book by a Swedish author and artist, Simon Stalenhag. I've talked about him before on the channel. You might be familiar. He did, his first book was Tales from the Loop, which was made into a TV show. It's up on Amazon. It's a great show. I'd absolutely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Yeah, Tales from the Loop. Stalenhag is he's very into sort of alternate futures. So in Tales from the Loop, you've got sort of alternate 1980s, and there's big robots and a lot more sort of advanced technology than we've got. And all of his books are full of absolutely gorgeous artwork. He loves drawing, particularly in this one. It's sort of Swedish, landscapes and suburbia, but with huge hulking robots and towers and things sort of looming over them. So yeah, absolutely recommend Tales from the Loop, both the book and and the TV show on Amazon Prime if you've not seen them already. So we then got The Electric State, which was another book that he did. This one is set in America. Again, it's an alternate future. There's been a war between sort of humanity and AI, very Terminator-esque. But in this, sort of humanity has won. Robots have sort of been banished to an exclusion zone. Most of humanity that's left sort of live their lives in virtual reality, wearing goggles, not wanting to engage in what's going on, outside in the real world. And again, this book is absolutely full of Stalenhag's gorgeous artwork. And we now have the Russo brothers bringing it to the screen. So I think I'll pop up all the images that have been released so far, and I'll give you a little flavour of what the movie is about. So, The Electric State, as I say, it's coming from the Russo brothers in 2025, no exact date yet. It is a Netflix movie. Originally, there was an interview with the Russos, and they were hoping to get it to the cinema. So it may get a limited release. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So the story takes place in a reimagined version of the 1990s where Michelle, an orphan teenager, traverses the American West in search of her missing brother. She's accompanied by a mysterious robot, and as I've said before, there was a war against the AI and robots. Humanity won, but most people are still living isolated in VR helmets and living in a fantasy world, basically ignoring the ruins of the civilization around them. So it's basically a road movie where we see Michelle, and this robot, Kid Cosmo, trying to track down her missing brother who she believed long ago died. And the Russos have put together a stunning cast. We've got Millie Bobby Brown, obviously famous from Stranger Things, playing the lead role of Michelle. A robot companion, Kid Cosmo, is being voiced by Alan Tudyk, who's done so many great voiceovers, and he's brilliant also in Resident Alien, if you've not watched that show. Very funny. Absolutely love his work. Great to see that he's involved in this. So the other lead is Chris Pratt. He's playing a guy called Keats, who apparently is a veteran of the war against the robots. I don't recall his character in the book at all. They've obviously had to expand the story. The books, I've seen them referred to as sort of narrative art books, which I suppose is a fancy way of saying the books don't have much writing in them, but do feature lots of stunning pictures. So yeah, they're obviously expanding the story for the screen. Ki-Hu Kwan continuing his renaissance as Dr. Amherst. We've then got Stanley Tucci as Ethan Skate, apparently who is a tech entrepreneur. The always fantastic to watch Giancarlo Esposito is apparently a bounty hunter called Colonel Bradbury. And then joining Alan Tudyk in voiceover work, Woody Harrelson, Billy Bob Thornton, and Anthony Mackie as Herman, who is the big robot. Apparently he changes size. He can sort of put his consciousness into different robot bodies. He's that big robot that's carrying them in the sort of VW bus. Now, the TV series of Tales from the Loop went for a much more sort of esoteric feel. It was quite serious and sort of very quite sad in places as well. Now, with the Electric State, it looks like the Russo brothers have probably gone for a much more exciting, action-packed sort of adventure road movie. So it'll be interesting to see how the tone of that fits in with Stalenhag's gorgeous images that they've brought to life. So yeah, whilst it looks like they've captured the feel of the book on the screen, it remains to be seen, obviously, whether the story is going to be compelling. I think the screenwriters are the guys that worked on Infinity War and Endgame, so we know they're used to sort of dealing with big blockbuster budgets and action sequences. As I've said, the cast is fantastic. Millie Bobby Brown hasn't sort of had any sort of real big hits outside of Stranger Things. She keeps making these Netflix movies. Chris Pratt has a tendency to play Chris Pratt in just about every movie he's in. It'll be interesting to see what he brings to the movie. The film was originally announced back in December 2020. Remember those dark days of just getting over the pandemic. But I'm assuming, say, with the pandemic and then with the writers and the actors' strikes, I'm guessing this is why it's been delayed. So it's not coming out, say, till next year. Netflix haven't got a great track record when it comes to their original movies. I was really racking my brains trying to think of any Netflix movie that I've watched and thought, oh man, I wish they'd released that at the cinema. I'd love to have seen that on the big screen. And as I said previously, not sure if this is actually going to get a cinema release. Probably it will come down to once the trailer's released and sort of what the word is and whether or not they think it's going to be worth a cinema release to make some more money back that way. Talking of the trailer, I would expect we'll get it shortly. Usually when we get these sort of big dumps of images from new movies, the trailers usually come pretty soon afterwards. So hopefully we'll see that shortly. And of course, I'll give you the heads up and we'll go through the trailer in some detail as well when it does hit. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below. Have you read The Electric State or Tales from the Loop? Do you think the Russos are the people to bring Stalenhag's gorgeous vision to the screen? As I say, let me know in the comments below. Always good to hear from you. So thanks for watching. Take care. Until next time, eat, geek, and be merry.